on a Sunday to wá preach about bad governance. Kí ló state government àbí Ogun state government kó wá dé kó ní pòkè afẹ́ church yìí pa. Ṣé wọn ará church ò ní dìde?
Expectedly they will react now because they are Nigerians. They are those who are the victims.
Because they are the problem of this country. Take them. Politicians, they have one-on-one communication with them.
All the time.
All the time. And they will never speak the truth. A pastor will have 4 private jets. Minister, so Nigeria, let me just don't take too much people's time. Because I've worked with them one-on-one.
Jojo.
And they work with this. And they like Lily. You're honorable, sir. 100,000. Politician, like
I swear. Baba, I experienced the same thing with my people in Ogun State. Sure, you get. Like, people are so poor that about the level of official and what they are giving to them. I'm like, oh my God.
The current NTOPJ leader and the majority leader, I've worked with them one-on-one. That was I had to just decode my name. They understand. But that is just the truth. They will. Baba, let me give some.
Let me just give someone else. I mean, I think our new line is going to welcome more people than the old one. I'm kind of positive because you know what happened to my old line, yeah? Well, I've had that for a while, okay? But it just died. The phone just died. It just failed to come back on. Like, die. I was like, okay, rest in peace. But this one is working sharply.
I think you should just
Yeah,
very sharply. I think you just record the number again for some people to have the number, because I'm not sure almost everybody have the number.
Well, it's quite on the screen. Jojo, thank you so much, okay? You should have a good one, Baba. Yeah, nice one. So, it's true. The number is on the screen. If you see this scrolling, that bottom scrolling text, you will see the number at the end of it, okay? And it is, Marciam, I think it is +44 77 no, hang on. I don't know. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, Baba, how are you, sir?
I can hear you. My good general.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please, I am first call. I am the first day that I'm first time caller, lady.
I love this. Go on, sir.
I've been watching your program for many years, but you know, talking about Nigeria get me depressed. I don't normally talk about Nigeria.
I know.
Honestly, you get me. But I really thank God for one thing, for living in that country. Yes, for living in that country alone is one thing I am thankful to God to, that I live. But let me tell you one thing, you know, when you stay too long with pigs, it won't be too long, you start to smell like one.
Right.
That's how it is. When you stay too long with pigs, it won't be too long, you start to smell like one.
Wow.
That's what happened in Nigeria. When you stay too long there, no matter who you are, no matter the church you go, no matter who you are, you start to follow up what is happening there. That is the fact.
No wonder people said those who try to go and change Nigeria, the system ended up changing them. Even worse than
that is true.
You know what I mean? So that's true. Wow.
That is true. Let me just give you let me tell you one thing before I leave.
Please.
A friend of mine traveled home and he boarded the bus. Are you hearing me?
I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, he boarded the bus. No, this commuter, this Sienna or whatever, public transport. And on the way to where they are going, the tire punctured. And everybody got angry. And, you know, they are asking the driver, where is the spare tire? And you just fix it and let's go. And do you know what happened? There was no spare tire. There was no spare tire.
I'm not surprised.
And the people,
what?
And the people start talking to the driver, where you don't have spare tire. Do you know some people in the bus start to defend the driver? They start to defend the driver. The driver doesn't have spare tire. And the people are talking to driver, and some people in the bus defending him. You know Nigeria. What do you want him to do? Is it his fault?
You're going to kill him. He doesn't have spare tire. He doesn't have spare tire. So you're going to kill him.
Jesus Christ! What is happening in this country? And luckily, these people they saw Okada, and the Okada took them where they go and charter a bus and another bus and another. The funny thing there, when they were offloading their things in another bus they have chartered, those people that were supporting the driver want to join them. They say, no, you can't join me. Yes, you can't join me with this car. You have to wait for the driver to twist the tire before you go. I tell you, things are happening in that country. It's just God that will help us.
Amen. Thank you so much.
It's just God that will help us. I just want to just talk how I can, because talking much about this country, it make me depressed. I don't really talk about it.
It's one alternative to that is sharing. Okay. I mean, thinking about Nigeria is depressing. I agree. Okay. But at the same time, when you have a chance of it, it shouldn't be all the time. When you have the chance, share with other people, it kind of help, I believe. But thanks for sharing.
My ego, let me just finish with this.
All right, sir.
75% of people that left Nigeria, their plan is just to come back here and picking up and go back. But when you look back, the country you left is getting worse and worse every day. Where do you even going to step your feet when you go there? What are you going to start with? Where are you going to start with? The country that you so much love, and you just come out and say, God help me, let me just quicken up myself and set up some things and go back. And you are watching this country at this burning. And sad. You fold your hand and then you don't know what to do.
It's sad. Like, what can you do?
Sad.
I know. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Good night. Good night, everybody. My name is AGK. My name is AGK.
God bless you.
I'm calling from Sweden.
God bless you, sir. Stay safe, okay?
Yeah. Good night. Good
night to you too. It's a pleasure hearing from him. I love that. AGK from Sweden. But I kind of just had a caller now. I don't know if are you there? Hello.
Yeah. Mr. Mayegun.
Yes, sir. Brilliant.
Good evening,
Baba. I've lost you. How are you, sir?
No, I'm here. Baba, it's like say you need to write prophecy, as those Jews they do. Every crossover.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be like a grace walk. We do better than that, don't we, Baba? Like we are able to make it so easy that a lot of people, ordinary people, can put together what is going on in Nigeria and predict what's going to happen, and it will be so close, so near.
All the
prophecy, I get your drift.
All the prophecy don't come to pass. You know what those people in Nigeria they do now? You say some of them when the election they around, they tell them, call no go fit do anything. This is another Escobar. Obama tell all social media. Pretend. I was telling them that, can you not even read? You guys are saying Obi is not good, but you don't have one particular thing to say about Obi.
Not really.
They don't have any particular one thing to say. But the thing now is that all of them are saying, or what in bound. Our policy
imagine the same people saying they agree with you that I should have come up with a palliative, something like, you know what I mean? Okay. They are saying that they are struggling, they are suffering it right now, yeah. But they are saying they agree, they are normal, their subsidy must go. But they prefer if to say Tinubu also have a plan for them. You say, but it didn't have any plan for you. They find it so difficult to believe that they have no plan for them. So they still open that, no, there must be something. Did you hear that guy yesterday saying that people go to people's houses to beg for food, and that's palliative from government? Did you hear that?
Imagine. Yeah, I hear that now. Imagine they are saying that. The bottom line now is that they don't have where to turn to now. We that we are here, that they say they are telling to shut up with, oh, sinile o mokoton lo, paper lenka. It is we now that they are not trying to persuade and petrol yanking. Àwọn kan ò tiẹ̀ lè gbọ́kadà lọ ń gbé wa, àwọn tó ń gbọ́kadà ọ̀kadà ti làyàn kan mọ́lẹ̀. All the stories, they are not telling you to know what is going on. No, wọ́n fẹ́ òbí àkọ́kọ́ lè jábọ̀ ni. Bọ́n sọ́nà lèmi náà ni recession ti ẹ̀ wà, pressure ti wà káàkiri nǹkan. So because they are trying to persuade us, you know, to be àtijọ́ tí kíní ẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ tí Máyégún sọ kò tí ì pọ̀ṣù mẹ́ta prophecy ti jáde.
You know, it's just, see, Baba, mo do it this way, right? You did deceive me, Rabbi. I can't dare angry. I say, why are you deceiving me? You say, it's okay, Mayegun. I won't deceive you again. Now let's do it again. You deceive me again. And I say, Baba, see what you do me again now. But I thought you said you could treat me well. Mayegun, don't worry. It's just that, you know, there's too many things. Let's do it again. Then I allow you to do it to me again, right? Then now here you come back again. You say, no, I have changed. I promise you. I won't do it to you for the 5th time. If I believe you, it's my fault now. Because you know what? You will do it again. That's who you are. How can they not see the politicians like that? Is the problem.
I'm so tired. The thing is just that now we that they are now bad mouthing. They are not in Nigeria.
You call us enemy of Nigeria, remember?
Now they are not calling us now like the way they are saying it. They can't come out straight and say, being power, but they will now say, at least they are expecting you to use your initiative. For me to be complaining, you know that I know something now. Me too. I'm just playing along. Say, Nigeria, no, my shall go go on.
You know what they say. You know. Message. Go they catch feelings. Because a lot of us, we are a bit soft. No, we are humans. So as we are saying all of these things, sometimes you be like, not there. But anyway, I got 20,000. You know that kind of thing.
You know, you said something that time. Say now we will still can't rescue them. Say if we can't determine, say make everybody then we get sense. Monoro to my ego solo telling. Now waiting to do this. I want to buy Jebby to Jay. I'm a full of what do I just ended? I'm best to Bagba. Damarolo. Obama the after 4 years. Because my software was be picking the
see?
And then you now be listening to my own. Then maybe that time.
Honestly,
Baba, let us not take too much people time, Jerry. Thank you, Baba.
Yes,
God bless you. God bless you. You are a satellite for we in Diaspora.
Just the conscience. You see, you know what me I like, Baba? You know what me I like? Be say, number one, I know say not be everybody go agree with what I'm, you know, some people may agree with what I'm saying, but they won't like the way I'm saying it. Sure, you get.
Baba, then they agree now. They don't see just
but conscience now. You know, say there's a conscience. Conscience now open wound. Now truth they heal. Even if you're lying to everybody, say you do okay, and you know they okay. And somebody is telling you that it go show for body, you know go do okay soon. But when time come, you know go feel hide them now. That's what is happening to them now.
Baba, now they know they hide down. All of them don't they talk to me. My there song by okay, people is song by no for life, we can enjoy and you understand that your logic now. You know that one not the conscience again. This one I want so turn it. But boy man so turn but boy man come across in Bamini or like or the real
can only tone it down back on like turn down no.
Oh, Baba, good luck, Gary.
Good day, Baba. Nice one,
Yes,
thanks so much. So, we just had a wonderful chat there. So, I'm going to, hang on, what did I do? Sorry, I don't know if I took that right or wrong, but I think I could take another one then. Remember, you can still like this broadcast, okay? Like it if you're still here. Share it as well.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, sir.
My name is Ade. I'm calling from UK, Basildon to be precise.
Oh, say Basildon. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that too.
Busting in SS.
Oh, I would rather say excess. I don't take me get
SS.
go where I don't know. So I'll say Essex then. All right. How you doing, Baba?
Baba, Baba, you are doing a lovely work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And may the Lord continue to bless you and everything you lay your hands on.
Amen.
Apparently, tonight, there is something I would like to say. And out of all the shenanigans that Kolu and his cohort has been doing, there is one certain thing that I would like to see, that if he has done it very well, perhaps maybe people would have kind of said, this guy has something up there. But I believe he messed it up, and that is the student loan. Nigeria cannot give. Hello?
I deal with you.
Okay, Nigeria cannot afford to give student loan at the moment. I studied abroad. I studied in one of the Scandinavian countries. I was given access to student loan, and I was also given access to student grants. I would have loved it if the government, because this government doesn't know what they are doing, if they give access to student grants instead of student loan. For example, every Nigerian, whether College of Education, Polytechnic, University, technical colleges, so far it is an higher institution of learning. If the government can afford to pay them 20K every month, each student, and the moment you graduate, you are not entitled to that money again. You can imagine 20K times 12, that is 240.
That's right.
For every student in our institution. They don't need loan. We cannot afford loan. The moment they graduate, they don't have access to that loan. I mean, that's a grant again. You can imagine. I mean, I was thinking maybe these people are going to do something credible this time around. But when an illegitimate hand touches something that is gold, that substance will become illegitimate as well.
Be contaminated, especially when they have some hidden motive behind it. But more break it down for people listening to us. Okay, a student loan that will have a student, education bank, right? This education bank is going to be funded with 1% of money made from oil. All right. Now, all of these are actually not so straightforward enough. Then they say if you have to access it, you need somebody from the civil service level, so and so. You need so and so from this. And at the end of the day, you would rather probably just forget about school when you begin to realize what it will take to access that loan. So the sincerity is not there. Like you said, something that sounded so good, but the sincerity, the intention is not actually to get this enough people to access that money, because there is actually no money yet. Okay?
Exactly.
Which is sad, sincerely. A good project that could touch lives, a good idea that could touch and change lives is being messed up on the altar of insincerity.
Exactly. Because every other thing he has been doing is just charade. I mean, mirage. Like, for example, sacking, EFCC chairman, putting a family in DSCC's net. That one doesn't concern us. All the other things, he did everything. He has not done anything tangible. And that is why I can never support a man like that. I can never support a man like that. One thing I think he would have done right was that student grant. You can't give student loan because how are they going to pay back? For me as a Nigerian, I study abroad. I even study free of charge. I study in Finland free of charge. You can imagine. I study free of charge.
You're not from Finland, though, right? But the system is clear. All you needed was to show that you are a student and you can apply, and that's it.
Exactly. All the way from Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, I can study till PhD level free of charge.
See?
Because I have the finishing nationality.
They said education is not a luxury, it's not cheap. So everybody should find a way to fund it if you really want to be educated. And those who funded their own education, they are walking about right now looking for a job that's not there.
Exactly. That was one thing that this man would have done very well. Even if he has done only that one, people might be looking at it that he got this right, but he messed it up.
Sad.
The only chance he had, he messed it up. So, but that was the only thing I would have loved to see. You know, it's an illegitimate person. I mean, and all the people surrounding him, this is the time for them to move on. And so that the right set of persons can come in. And God willing, I believe, God willing, the mandate stolen will be retrieved back by God's grace.
Thank you so much, Baba. I will say amen to that because I know what that simply means. It may avert this shege, because it sounds funny when we say shege. These things actually have their victims. Women, children, young, old, all of them who are actually victims of all of this. So it's not just shege like a word. There are actually lives involved. Thank you so much, Baba. I'll take another one.
Okay.
So much appreciated. And yeah, if you are still watching me and you're still with me tonight, you should please like the broadcast, okay? I have a caller. Hello there.
Yeah. How are you, sir?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
I'm Ade, and I'm calling from the US.
Oh, you are another Ade. I think princes are interested tonight and they're getting through. So here is another prince. Ade, did you say?
I was even shocked when you pick up the phone and the president said Ade. I'm like, well, that's not me now. What's going on?
That's not you, and your phone is not talking. I know. It's good to hear from you, sir. How are you?
I like your broadcast, and I just want to encourage you.
Thank you.
When they started Yoruba Nation, that was what I thought you were doing all this while. I'm like, oh, these Yoruba people. Before I go ahead, I was born and bred in the northern part of Nigeria.
Bless you.
Even though my parents are Ijebu. So you could see the difference. You could see my background of not wanting a breakup in Nigeria.
I do.
But before the election, I'm like, let me just listen to this my guns a guy says. Then I'm like, I've missed a lot. I have missed a lot. The way you break things down, the way you say something that will happen tomorrow. All the things you say yesterday is happening. I'm like, wow, this guy. What is he saying? So ever since then, I've been listening every day. I'm watching you live now.
I know. You can see me shaking my head and smiling as you Thank you, sir.
But the whole Tinubu had nothing to offer Nigeria.
Tell them.
Tinubu had nothing to offer Nigeria. Let's look at it this way. Look at the way it starts. They started by remove subsidy. Nothing to cover it. After that, they came with VAT. Look at the way you break VAT down yesterday. We were there now. I left Nigeria. I'm in the US. I left Nigeria in 1999.
God bless you.
And I've been here. They will collect tariff. They will collect money from everybody.
Yes.
To take care of their people.
That's right. Job for the boys.
So that nobody will talk, will say anything. Like you said earlier, it's only God and death that can remove that man.
If the court fail, sir, it's not even like it's not even a deal. It's not even something like a brag. Okay, if you know Tinubu very well, if court no remove him, now only death will stop him from spending 80 years.
Because he knows how to grip. He knows how to grip and hold on to everything. But I'm looking at the way. I'm 110%, 150% obedient. You know how many family members, how many friends that don't talk to me, even in the US here, that you are, because I'm obedient. Because they are so, I'm like, what is wrong with you people? I'm not saying Obi is going to be. Obi is going to be
like it's going to be this magic
he's going to be a Messiah,
but he's never going to be like this. I agree.
A Messiah, a magician. But would you, for God's sake, look at all the people that have led Nigeria? All of them, not even starting from Obasanjo, all of them. Look at the way this guy breaks the whole thing, how the country can go down. Let's even assume he's lying. Why can't we even try his lie?
Tinubu will not tell him anything. Tinubu that couldn't say anything.
Tinubu did not say anything.
He said that one is not pretender. I mean, it's
nothing.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
Say statistics, la fe Jenny.
Yeah, she statistics la fe Jenny. Now they are eating Tinubu subsidy.
They are eating the statistics now. But I'm sorry to say, our Yuba. Do you realize our Yuba, our teacher? I'm sorry to say it.
Okay. Argumentative, they will say in court. They will say, okay, yeah, continue, sir, but somebody will disagree for a reason. It's called argumentative. But finish, sir, please.
Look at the Nigeria, where Nigeria Bushowa now. Apart from we have all the professors, we have all the this and everything. Killer produce as a Nigeria. No, to be frank. Àwọn Igbo tó ń wúlò yìí, àwọn ló wà productive o. Oh, that thing that you bought in the market is Igbo made. Tell me the thing that you bought in the market that is Yoruba made. Tell me that thing. None. Look at the northern part of Nigeria. You see this dirty of a guy. We are about age mate, oh. If you are not age mate, it is 53. I'm 53.
Oh, bless you.
Àdúgbò mi ló ń gbé náà, àdúgbò tó bí mi sí ló ń gbé lọ́ọ́ ti bí òun náà. Ó yẹ ká mọ̀ra, tábà máa wò bá àgbọ̀ gbá bọ́ọ̀lù rí, àpàdé ní school debate rí, bá àgbọ̀ pàdé ní school debate rí, met somehow.
Inter-school competition.
Somehow. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, because we are age mate. If your age is not even the same, we are close.
Within that bracket, I know.
There is a lot of things going on in the north that people don't know. Fulani, Otto, Hausa, Otto, it's not the same. We have Fulani, they are different. Hausa, they are different.
That's right.
Kwankwaso is Hausa, it's not Fulani. Abacha is Hausa, it's not Fulani.
No.
Look at all the leaders that have led Nigeria, the Fulanis. That is why they kill Abacha on time now.
I heard that conspiracy too, Baba.
So a lot of we can't say anything. I'm just happy to call. I'm happy to watch you live. This is the first time I'm watching live because today is holiday. I'm supposed to be at work, but it's holiday July 4th in America. So I'm like, let's see what is there. So that's why I always miss. I'm supposed to be at work by now.
Thank you, sir.
But keep doing the good job you're doing.
I will. Thanks a lot,
and
sir.
I will continue to try as much as I can to continue to be around and be involved in future.
You. I mean, apart from the fact that the elections and the drama around it kind of a little bit affected some of our own activities too, especially on the Yoruba Union, and seeing how we can help, enlighten people, educate people, and tell them that we need to change the way we are actually doing things now. People need to change the way they are kind of, getting involved in all of this now to something different until we are completely out of this contraption as it is. But you see all these elections, this election that we couldn't put our people in harm's way. We just around that time, right? We just don't feel confident that people should go out and be doing our stuffs in this whole chaos, right? So now we are coming back gradually, and we hope that all the genuine Yoruba Omoluabis, they will join us in this advocacy too. And I appreciate your time, sir.
I surely will.
Thank you.
I surely will. Enjoy the rest of the day.
And you too. Enjoy the rest of your break too, sir. And we'll speak to you again.
I will.
Okay? Have a good one. So that's another prince. Prince or Ade. Ade means crown. And anybody that is called Ade is a prince, okay? If she's a woman, she's a princess, like our own princess. Yeah. Hello there.
Hello?
Hello, ma.
Mayegu, hey, thank God I got you. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Oh my goodness. I'm fine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So,
yes, that's you. That's me.
Say praying for you. You will succeed.
Amen.
And we that are with you see the change come through. I'm Marian from Cincinnati, Ohio, the U.S.
Oh, bless you, ma'am.
But I tried to.
Marian. Yes, ma'am, please.
So I have just a couple things to say. It's true that some of us want the country to break. It's true that we are seeing that the country needs to break up for things to work out. But we keep forgetting that now the same people when spoil the first one, now we'll still carry go all these places when we break, right?
So,
Okay, I think what we really need is the education of people from the grassroots, because even if they break us up with the same mentality, because the Nigerian man right now, I know they tell them sorry anymore. They tell them say una suffer never starts, even including my family members. Because number one, they don't say truth. Nobody wants to say the truth.
No.
In every aspect, the person when we say they punish them, like you always say, those are the people they fight for. So let them continue in their suffer. But we are also bearing the brunt.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, you cannot close your eye. You are sending money, whether you like it or not.
Absolutely, ma'am.
So at the end of the day, number one, we pray that this court case comes through and Obi makes it by God's grace, if it's the will of God. But if it's not the will of God, those of us talking right now, we need to start doing more than, we already know that nothing is going to come out from Tinubu. Even if Tinubu is not the one that, let me tell you what Kabi said, because in my interaction, I've come close to somebody that is in that position.
Right.
He said we will join them. So if we have people already with the mindset of joining them, it doesn't matter who gets in there. That is not like Peter Obi them kind. They will do the same thing.
They will.
So the bottom line is we need to start from the grassroots, trying to, whatever we want is what we will be telling people.
That's right.
If you don't change, now you are the one that will suffer it. Most of us in America, we're already enjoying, but we have more bad people in America than in Nigeria, because they also support Tinubu, even though they are in America enjoying the real thing.
Very, very unfortunate people. They believe that it's not going to touch them because they are in America and all of that. We are all at risk of bad governance. We have our loved ones back in Nigeria. I mean, who would be happy when something that we read about all the time happened to people we love too? Would you feel the same again?
Exactly.
I don't know what they are thinking now, honestly.
Is it not here we are? Maybe when Trump was in this thing, we see how many people was killed.
Remember?
They think they are safe. They are not safe. Well, I told one of us, like I said, you love being a slave. I don't love being a slave. So by God's grace, that place will be better. We'll go home one day. But since you guys love being a slave,
see, some people said that the solution that we are looking for is may not be outright breakup, okay? But the first thing first is, if we go back to pre-1963, something that we actually signed up for independence was everybody go day independence of one another. That's what we signed up for. That's what they stopped. Now, maybe we can start the healing from going back to that same arrangement. Everybody day your day. Sure you get.
Yes.
Before we can think if we are still a country, call it a confederation, call it anything. But break this arrangement. It's not working. It will never work.
It's not working. Well, I just say make I try today, and I got through. So I'm I'm a first time caller, right?
I can feel it. Well, you didn't tell me your name. I'm just gonna say my lady.
I said
from Cincinnati,
Marianne.
Ohio. I remember that one.
Marianne
from Cincinnati, Ohio. I won't forget that, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
You should.
God bless you.
And you too, ma.
Bye.
Bless you. That's milady Marianne from Cincinnati, Ohio. Ohio is where I have Oluwo. Oluwo is one top member of the Yoruba Union, and I hope I will see that place one day soon. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening to you too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm actually calling from UK. You've been doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Everything you're doing, God is going to strengthen you more.
Amen.
That our country, we all came out to look for greener pasture and go back.
That's right.
But the way the people that are ruling it now, they are all thieves. Because all they are looking for is how to keep for their grandchildren and unborn ones. But you see, with this 23 election, we all believe, and God's willing, the judiciary will not have anything to do with the sufficient evidence we've got there.
I say amen to that.
And God, amen, and God will see us through.
Amen.
Because with sufficient evidence in court, their hands are tied. And the one that sees in secret will see all Nigerians crying because there is a lot that is going on there. You are doing a good job.
Thank you so much.
Enlightening people to hear. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
I've been watching you, but today I decided to call your number. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Every
time people call in to encourage and all that, you all give me reason why to always come back here every evening. And people say, how do you do this? People appreciate this. And if they put up all their time, that's enough for me to say, I'm going to come here every night. Thank you.
Yeah. I've been waiting to get through, but luckily I got through. I've been watching you for some time, but this is the only time I got through.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate your work. All the people doing the good work, standing for the truth in Nigeria, it will come in our time, in Jesus' name.
Witness it all.
Thank you, my brother.
You have a good one. Stay safe, sir. My regards. I have on the line. So thank you so much, every one of you who has dropped your offering. And I just got this 2324 with your super chat as well. Thank you. My people can be very generous anyway. So I have a caller. Hello,
Baba.
Yeah, Babo.
Baba. Hello.
Well,
now your guy now. Now your guy now, Maegu. Chukwuemeka from Montreal.
Bless you, Montreal. Chukwuemeka again. Sorry, I didn't look at that number. I've quite detect that earlier. All right. How you doing, Baba?
I did.
Now you see how you're not becoming a regular now.
Now God do.
Nice one, So you're back.
I was driving fast, to make sure so I can get home in time to call, So see? I'm glad I got in. Magu, I got confession though.
Yeah, now go for it.
Say back in the day, when I first came across your program, incidentally, you said something that was what I implied as against Nnamdi Kanu.
Oh.
That invests me that day.
Really?
I was like, who be this one?
See, I don't see you don't vex for me before you say, I didn't get what you meant. It's just who I am. You know what I mean? I hope I managed to make it up to you enough that you stay.
Oh, of course. It was really before the elections. I began to see you were making a whole lot of sense. I was like, no, this guy na material I beg. So I did share your program. They give my family, made they know how far, because there's really a lot. Like I think it was 2 weeks back. Right. I went and reviewed some of your videos in the diary. Like there was one about Murtala Mohammed, whether he's a hero or a villain. But that one touched me. It just shows that, the way Nigeria, they just hide history. Or at least they tweak history. So that we don't know.
Now, people that they call hero in Nigeria, they are actually like past criminals who got away with their crimes. Sure, you get.
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
That was when I developed the context of the idea that Nigeria only reward criminals. Go and check the history. A lot of them committed so much crime against Nigeria and Nigerians. But guess what? They ended up being this, that, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm glad you could take a trip back. This was years back, by the way.
So now they like the enlightened people. Now people I know around, they tell them how they be, so that we don't keep having, that wrong impression of, these criminals. That's that kind of a thing. But this our election petition matter.
You decide,
honestly,
you're in the flow. Baba days they come close. Very soon, tribunal go give their own judgment. So everybody go say, "Mo go Supreme Court." We believe the Supreme Court go do better. Say, okay, yeah, let's go there again. It's all coming to a close. But if any of them fail to remove Tinubu, Baba, I swear, I not swear, but trust me, now only death will remove him. If he die, that's why he won't go for any second time or any thought, whatever it is. Because I mean, who no Tinubu, Baba? Why people can't pretend to know him?
It's unfortunate, Baba.
You can't make
this is somebody who's supposed just go relax. He's supposed just go relax. Leave this matter entirely. Go and rest for God's sake. This is an old, fragile man, for goodness sake. He don't get the ability to run a country of this magnitude that is so diverse. Baba no one hear word. He's just pushing himself. And you see, what I feel is maybe it's not just only him that is the problem. I think it's his handlers, his supporters, his inner caucus people. And then they say, Baba, they go front, no problem. Just they go. And then he keeps going. At the end of the day, just the same way Buhari now is the slaughter ram. At the end of the day, he's going to fall into that same trap.
It's just a matter of time.
He's going to be, man, Michael, I'm tired of the country.
Thank you.
I'm really tired.
Thank you so much, Baba. Again, I hope I'm going to hear from you again tomorrow. Send me word to our people in Montreal.
By the grace of God, I will call you for sure, Baba. Thanks, sir.
Nice one,
Thanks. And have a good one.
Right, we are coming so close. Okay, I'm going to call it a night soon, but I have a caller. Right, hello there.
Uncle, no, Baba,
Hey, mommy, how are you?
I'm very well, my good evening.
I'm very well too. Anyway, so how you doing?
I'm okay. Trust the family is good. Of course, they are good.
Well, I mean, I can't complain. I have to say, is that Chichi, by the way? Is that you?
Yes, it's Chichi. It's Chichi.
I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
fine.
We are here.
I actually called to concur to what you already said earlier.
Please.
And I'm not a bad news carrier. I'm just honest observer.
Not the prophet of doom, but you are the prophet of truth. Anybody will hear
exactly.
They will have to deal with the truth. Please go ahead, but please.
Nothing much really for me to say than to also give and let Nigerians know that they shouldn't be expecting too much from their so-called courtroom. They shouldn't expect too much. For me, I'm not expecting anything. So they don't get disappointed.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a little bit because this whole badadash that is happening, we've talked about this earlier. It's not just it's not really just like the leader's decision. There are people who are behind that. And at the moment, I'm saying this for every Nigerians to get themselves ready.
Right.
Hearts are really ahead of Nigeria. Not just Nigeria, it's a global stuff. But that of Nigeria might really take a turn on the neck. So this is where me coming in to say, buckle up and get ready. If you're expecting that anything is going to be easy or palatable or better than what it is today, sorry, my fellow countrymen. Sorry, it's not going to get any.
You know, go there easy. Chichi, you know what somebody told me? This one is not me prophesying, okay? But somebody told me that by the time they get to June 2024, when the real effect of what these guys are going to do to Nigerians are already so obvious. Okay? That by December 2024, and that is if it takes that long, the level of kind of uprising that will happen in Nigeria, Africa will attest that they've never seen anything like it before.
June 2024 is too
it's
far.
Like
before the end of this year,
when the whole thing don't take shape, when the bedu don't enter body very well, you begin to feel it.
That's what I'm saying. Next year is too far.
It's too far.
It's too far. Because I don't know how many of them know the next lockdown is coming by 2025. So that one aside, for now, all that is happening, it's not just your leader. The hands that is holding your leaders are the one who has given them the scripts that they are carrying out. If only Nigerians have woken up. But anyway, my people say that simply means when once wake up, that is a person's morning.
That is your money.
So this is Nigerian morning. Unfortunately, this morning is at a very late hour. If really it is money, okay, it's at a late hour. But now notwithstanding, my only it's not like we who are not in Nigeria, it's palatable for us. It isn't. I would have loved a situation whereby I'm in my own African continent, if not necessarily Nigeria, any other African continent. All of us there for the same aboki shit. But that tight skin, that tough skin where God don't already give us, make I calm down. That tight skin where God don't already give us, make we wear another jacket, join her. Carry carry Zoom or rock, get for chest as in, now. Tighten up, wait for waiting day. So that wherever situation that comes our way, we can stumble and manage. Saying overcome is we cannot overcome, but say stable and managedly walk through it. Because this is what they do now, Bobo and rehearse, and now we see they do the men situation before the end of
this year. They do to get ready. We are not even out
before the
yet.
end of this year. Before the end of this year, we go see. I go down the see back.
Man, I'll go tough. See back. Anyway, I hope one thing that people kind of fear most. We say, if the trajectory continue like this, it's not hard. See, Chichi, people need to understand something, right? That some of us who are talking about these things, nobody say they wish Nigeria evil. Now, the evil that they do we are trying to make you understand in the first place. Sure, But these guys, if they continue in this trajectory of waiting they won't do, don't make the decision. We have made the decision. If you don't like it, just go to hell. What are you going to do about it? If they continue like that, I agree with you. 2024 may be too long ago. The whole thing may just go up in smoke before.
That's why I said they should get another scheme, add to the one way God already give us. If we produce a producer go germinate from anywhere, we go double as in quote another scheme, join the one way God don't give us. Manufacture and give us, make we wear, join. So that we go tight.
Anyway.
We go tight. Then carry Zoom or rock or carry for chest. Make we get out.
Carry and
the water.
Thank you so much, Chichi. I'll take another one.
The person where God don't bless, just carry on. Blessings to you.
Thanks so much for all the support as well. And the prayers too, by the way, because I can read them out. Thank you, Chichi. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains. I know I should probably continue. I have other people who are still trying to get in, okay? But I'm not going to lie. Initially, I thought I was going to stop the moment we got to 2 hours, okay? But I promise you, I will make it up to you. So every one of you who really want to stick calling, okay? Thank you for tonight. All of you, the members of the temple, are far and near, okay? What really gets this interesting is your engagement, all right? And before you leave, please still like that broadcast, subscribe to my channel, watch some of my oldies, and then you will know this guy, no different from what it's always been. Truth. sincerity and honesty. Analysis that kind of gets you so connected to the story. I do it very well. People say I do it well too. So thank you for all your support so far. I will see you some other time. Until then, please don't stop watching. Right.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.